Okay, guys, now we've been talking about stem and leaf plots, and stem and leaf plots are ways of organizing numbers. We did a frequency table and we used it to make a histogram. You guys are familiar with that and you've got that down. Today we're going to talk about box and whisker plots. And box and whisker plots divide a group of numbers. They divide data into 4 groups called quartiles. Okay? And that's what I didn't say to the other class, and that's why I'm saying it again to you guys. And what happens is, when we take those numbers, and we divide them into 4 parts, right? That's 1, 2, 3. Now I've got 4 parts, right? This is the first quartile, okay, second, third, and fourth. Okay, it divides the numbers up into different groups. Okay? Now, the first thing I have to do is I have to find the median of all the numbers. When I do that, that gives us 2 groups, right? The upper half over here and the lower half over here. Okay? Now, once I do that, then I need to find the median of the lower half, and this thing is called a lower quartile. Okay? And then I have to find the median of the upper half, and this is called the upper quartile. All right? Oh, look at that. Lower quartiles and upper quartiles. This number is called the lower extreme. It's just the smallest number we have. Okay? This number, oh, I can barely fit it in there. This is called the upper extreme, and that's the highest number that we have. Okay? Now, what we do to kind of distinguish this thing is once we've divided it into 4 quartiles, I actually put a box around the second and the third, because that shows us where the middle numbers are, right? They're not the extremes. They're not the highest numbers over here or the lowest numbers over here. Okay? This box right here tells us what numbers fall in the middle of this range. And if it's a small box, then that means that most numbers are falling within this small range and these other things are extremes. If this box is big, that means that the middle groups, the second and third quartiles, are spread out over a large range. And it kind of tells us how these numbers are falling, like temperatures in a city or grades on a test. Things like that. It tells us how those numbers are grouping. Okay, and we can analyze that stuff. Okay, so the main thing, the skills that we need to have here is we need to be able to find medians. Okay, we're going to find a median to divide it between the lower half and the upper half. And then once I have the lower half, I'm going to find its median to divide it into quarters or quartiles. And I'm going to do the same thing for the upper half. Okay? Any questions about that quickly? I'm dividing numbers into 4 groups. Now, here's another thing that I need us to think about. Above this, I'm actually going to have a number line. Okay? And this number line is going to help me scale where all of my quartiles go. Okay? So that I can tell if these things are close together or not. So I'm going to show you that on the first example, how we use a number line to help us scale the numbers in our set for the box and whisker plot. Okay? All right. Good job, guys. And we'll go on to example number 1.